about doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
The tight end changing his position. Now a handoff looking right. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
Here's Trubisky. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 44-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On third down, that's fourth. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense. He
was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Throwing here, Trubisky. Complete to Gavin Escobar, the tight end. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. In motion right is Thomas. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, That's a big day.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Set. 319.
Now Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he is all the way up past the 25. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Looking to throw. Blackburn escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And he fires one incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Come on, let's go.
Off the play fake. Blackburn, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Miles Jack in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make it 10-0 here in the first. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. Back deep for the Colts is Phillip Dorsett. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down. Off play action. Blackburn. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not that. He came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. In motion left, Robinson. On 3rd down, it's Ford. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Blackburn. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there. On first down, Blackburn caught left side by Hilton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They go play action here on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Jaguars getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Let's go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Let's go. Green 39.
Play action. Now Trubisky dancing to his left. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he's still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch the run. Watch the run. Leopard. Leopard.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll bring up second down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Here we go now.
Final play of the half, it's Trubisky. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that is incomplete. We have hit half. And we've seemingly lost communication with Larry. Good news, though, both teams somehow already back on the field and ready for the third quarter. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Come on, let's go.
Back to throw. Blackburn on the right side. It's Hilton with a catch. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Come on, let's go. 38. 38.
Off-play action. Blackburn. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
All right, here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy is going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And the Jaguars send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And here's a very low line drive. Almost whiffed on it. A Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Shift together here from the D-line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken about the 12. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Trubisky will throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Powell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Barkevious Mingo in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
All right, here we go.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Off the play fake. Blackburn. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of the... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Philip Dorsett, 77 yards. And the Colts just continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. Able to push his way through. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a third and short. 3rd and 1.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On 3rd and 1, it's Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him.
And the Jaguars send out their punter, standing just about on his own goal line. Here's Dorsett. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And, Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His second TD in the game and 18th of the year. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. And this is no good. Boy, that didn't even get there. Not a good effort at all. And our score remains the same. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play.
Here we go now.
Now Trubisky to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Barkevious Mingo in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Colts pick it up. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. He finds Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And Escobar has it left side. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And some space here. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now it's Trubisky. catch here, left side, Thomas. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
In motion left, Robinson. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Second down, here's an option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw on third down. Blackburn is going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Looking to throw. Blackburn. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Jim Caldwell's guys cannot come through there on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Barkevious Mingo in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Colts, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.